Hey, what's up YouTube? Dope as Yola here. Hope you're having a dope day. Welcome back to the Adventures of Yola channel. As I say in almost every episode, please don't cuss in the chat, don't cuss in the comments. Please do not leave smoking suggestions, talk about drugs and stuff like that. Family friendly channel here. We're trying to have fun and stay on YouTube's good side. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for supporting this channel. I've been pumping out content like crazy. You guys have been stoked. I do all the comments, so I see your reaction. Thank you guys so much. We're monetized, YouTube friendly. We're partners on YouTube. Everything is awesome, guys. So do me a favor, because it actually does help the channel. It helps every single video. Drop a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all the YouTuber stuff. And above all, drop a comment below. What do you want to see? What story time topics? What kind of videos? Just let me know and I'll get them done. Guys, let's get straight into this story. I know a lot of people have been saying, hey, I heard this story. You told it way better. I'm glad I watched it, but I've also heard this story. Well, you haven't heard this one. This one is never before told, never talked about this. I might have even mentioned it slightly on the podcast, but barely. Guys, you ask for this all the time. And I meet a lot of people. I know a lot of people. So I'm kind of like, I don't really want to do that one. This one's different. None of these people are my personal friends, so it's fine. Guys, this episode is Celebrity Encounters Story Time. I've met a lot of people over the course of my life doing stuff, but these ones just either made me laugh where I have to tell them or I just think they're great. Guys, let's get into story number one. This is going to be a longer episode. Get ready, buckle in. If you have candy, eat that right now because we're about to start. Here we go. Story one, guys. This takes place an event, Seattle 2016, on my 26th birthday. I remember I walked up like, yo, it's my birthday and it's the first time I'm out of state doing a cup. Like, this is very awesome. I just had a good time. It was super sick. Raw Rolling sent me there. Like, they paid for my stuff to go there and be like the reps. It was awesome. I have my favorite company. I'm all juiced. It was my birthday. I'm super psyched. Sick. So I get there. Everything's going good. Rolling candy. Massive. Huge. Going hard. Chill with Dante there from the last story time. Everything was cool. Hanging out with people. They had the cup in the middle of a downtown. So as soon as you walk out of the gate, you're like in downtown Seattle. It was so weird. Anyway, everything's going good. And you guys know my friend Adam Hill. He's the host. He hosts all those events for years. So this is right before he started hosting the entire event and he was still doing the booth. So he'd have like his booth, doing the events, giving stuff away. Like, that is Adam's thing. So I go over to say what's up to him, meeting people at the booth. I remember so vividly that, like, I can remember where the booths were, at what part when you walk through, all that stuff. So I'm standing there, say hi to Adam, he introduced me to some people, you know, regular event cup stuff, just regular stuff. I'm hanging out, may or may not be eating massive amounts of candy, and Adam gets up on his stage thing and starts talking. He's like, I'm gonna bring somebody out, you guys may know him from this and this, put your hands together for David Arquette. I'm like, wait, what? Why is David Arquette from Ready to Rumble here? What's happening? I was like, the fool from Scream? Why? So I'm like, why do you know David Arquette, Adam? And why is he at the cup? And he looks like he's been eating candy all day. So I'm just like, all right, cool. What is he gonna do? There's like 20 people at this part of the cup and he just hops up and starts talking, like doing his thing. I'm like, wow, David Arquette, how random. I 100% am not exaggerating or embellishing in any way, shape, or form. I'm standing there. I bust my phone out as it starts. I'm like, there's no way I'm not gonna record this. This is ridiculous. David Arquette just starts freestyling, rapping for 5 minutes straight. Not rhyming very good, but he's going for it. And I'm like, yo, why is a fool from Scream rapping? What's happening? I'm filming like, this is gonna be the best video ever. I'm just like, he's intoxicated. Something's going on. And as he stops, everybody's like, yo, that was awesome. I look at my phone and I never even press record. I stood there for 5 minutes and got none of it. But my memory, I remember it. But I would love to pop it up on the screen right now, but I can't. But that's the first time I ever saw a celebrity like do something that my drunk friends would do. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you just hop up and freestyle? Sick. I know that was a short little piece, but guys, that I will never forget it. I mean, I can't. I don't have a video of it. So I'll never forget it. I just thought it was so random. Like, Adam, why and how did you get David Arquette here? And you didn't ask him to freestyle. He just did. I know that was a quick story, but there's multiple stories in this one, and I just had to tell you that. I just thought it was so ridiculous and funny that if I'm gonna do a celebrity encounter, seeing celebrities in the wild, I'm gonna do this one. Okay, story number two. This one takes place 6 months ago, like recently. And yes, there's a bunch of stuff in between. I've interviewed a bunch of people, met a bunch of people, hung out and ate candy with fools at parties, like celebrities. Like, I'm not gonna tell those stories. They don't want me to tell the stories that are off, you know what I mean? Like, these aren't the stories that are supposed to be out there. Maybe at a later date when I'm bigger friends with those people, it'll be fine, but I'm gonna keep that one locked away. But this one, like I said, I can talk about these ones because I don't know these people. Also, I think it was just mind-blowing. So Story number 2 takes place in about April. I'm in Vegas. I go to Vegas for my friend's bachelor party. I talked about this on the podcast, all right? So for those of you who haven't seen the podcast, get ready. I go to Vegas for my friend's bachelor party. I've never been to a bachelor party before. I know like 2 homies that are married and they didn't have a bachelor party. So I go to my first bachelor party to Vegas. I'm like, all right, this should be cool. I get there, meet everybody. I only know the groom. I don't know anyone else in this house Airbnb we're staying at. Everything was cool, super sick dudes, like his cousin, dope. I mean, doesn't play for the Raiders anymore, but I'm like, hey, you're that fool from the Raiders, huh? It was just a wild weekend. I'm like, all right, so this is what we're doing. I'm gonna eat as much candy as I possibly can. I'm in Vegas. So we're in Vegas and we do the whole regular, stereotypical bachelor party stuff. And we go to a club. What is Vegas known for? Clubs. I don't wanna maybe get restricted here. You might strip stuff off at those clubs. We go to those and we go to one that started an opening night that night. This place was so clean. When I walked in, I go, this is the cleanest club I've ever been. Like, oh, it opened today. Gotcha. That makes sense. So we're at this strip club. I'll just say it. We're fine. I'm not gonna get in trouble. We're at a strip club. Our friend gets the booth, the table. Like it's the bachelor party. So we went all out, like got the table, the bottles, all that stuff. So we're sitting there and Rosie's not with me. So I automatically feel super awkward. I don't go to those clubs at all unless Rosie's with me because Rosie loves going. So it's super dope with her. But with a bunch of dudes, different vibe. I don't like it. Anyway, strip clubs are fine. They're super cool, but go with your girlfriend. If she's cool, it's way fun. Way more fun, promise. And we're there. We're hanging out. We're chilling. I'm drinking some drinks, doing the strip club stuff. We're there for 20 minutes. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, kill some time. You know what I mean? You know when you're in nightclubs, at least for me, how many of you out there, like, I'm not socially awkward. I'm socially awkward around strangers that I don't know. That's what I mean. Like, if I'm with the people I know or like a meet and greet, like all you people are probably nice. Y'all follow me and like this stuff. I'm nice. I always have the feeling that someone's just gonna be super rude and I gotta fight somebody because I'm not gonna let you be rude to me. And that's my fear of like, please don't be rude to me. I just wanna have a good time. So I'm in there like, I'm gonna kill some time, I'll go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like that's just me. I'm sure you guys do it too. Go to the bathroom, I come back out. This is where it starts. I come back out of the bathroom, guys. Walking up to my table with all my friends and dudes I just met that night at the house, but they're my friends now. Anyway, I walk up and you know, you don't know people that well, so you're not gonna go, hey, what's up? Like I just walk, hey, what's up, man? Like, so what's going on? We just chilling. You know, I'm trying to like conversate with the people I just met. I look over and there's a new person at the table. I look over, I only see his back. I'm like, what's this pit bull doing at the table? Why is this massive buff man here? Fool was ripped, shocking. You know when you see a buff fool in person, you go, oh my God, Jesus Christ. That's how I felt like, yo, you're awkwardly buff, bro. And then he turned and I go, why do I know you? Why do I know your face? Right here, I recognize this part. Why? I didn't say this to the man. He's talking to one of our friends at the table. And my homie Mundo, the groomsman, leans into me and he goes, hey man, you know who that is? I'm like, bro, why would I know who that is? But he does look familiar. And he goes, you can't see him? I go, his face looks familiar. Who is it? Also, why is he here? And he goes, I don't know, but he's here at our table now. I know I'm leading this on, but we're sitting there and he goes, that's Yeah from the Sandlot. And I go, no, it's not. Oh, it is Yeah. And the first thing I thought was not, love your movies. Why are you at our table? Why are you here? None of that. It was, why are you so buff? Why did that little boy from Sandlot get as big as a house? This man is a bodybuilder. I look at him and I'm like, wow, that is the boy that I used to watch in Sandlot every day of my life. That is Yeah. So I shake his hand, I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're big. We're talking a little bit. I'm like, oh, cool. He's like, yeah, I'm here for like an event. I just came in to say, see, I'm kind of bored. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And it's kind of odd that I know Squints, Chauncey from Sandlot. I know him in person. And I was just with him like 2 days before that. And I was like, I was just with your homie Chauncey. And he goes, oh, random that you know Chauncey like that. I'm like, yeah, that's weird. Like, this is crazy. And like a week before that, I was driving to Glendale and I saw the fat redheaded kid from the Sandlot. And I yelled at him all awkward. Ah! I just yelled like, yes! As I drove by him. Like, yo, all the Sandlot is just revolving around me within 2 weeks. It was the weirdest thing. We're hanging out. He's chill, super nice guy. He's not a creep, nothing. He just came to say hi, I think. None of us knew him. It's not like we invited him. He was just there and they just came up to our table and started talking to us. The most random stuff ever, bro. But yeah, I know this is a small celebrity encounter. I just had to say it because it was just so, why? Why is the Sandlot guy here at our strip club table? So that was it. And I know the story is like, Thomas, what? That's how I feel. Like, what? It came to the back for the bathroom? That's not the first time this has happened. Real quick side story. I love the rapper Smoothie. I know it's a side story. I love that fool. I'm at this place. I may or may not have been looking and checking out and selling candy packs, and I'm looking at stuff. I'm in Hollywood before I ever move in here. I'm at the skyscraper of a building, penthouse. This guy that looks like he sells other stuff is there, and it's his apartment. My friends brought me there. I stick my head out the skyscraper window because the photographer's with us, and he's on the other side of this giant room. And I stick my head out the window. He sticks his head out the window and takes a picture. So all you see is buildings, 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 buildings. Mirrors my head with a candy stick. Like, I just thought it was awesome. My head's outside of the window for 2 seconds. I bring my head back in, and Smoothie is standing right next to me. This man got let in, walked up, standing right there, and I went, Smoothie! I just yelled it randomly, like, oh, why? And I even said, why are you here? I didn't want to be rude, but he's like, oh, it's my friend. I'm like, I didn't mean it like that. I meant like, what? Even my friends are like, who is this guy? Because all my homies are movie producers that were there. Like, why are you so juiced about this white dude? I'm like, that's Smoothie, fool. You better know. Like, I was juiced. I mean, it's just so weird, dude, because now, like, I know Smoothie, and this was like 8 years ago, and I brought it up to him, like, bro, that was me that screamed at you in that apartment. That was me. I know I got off track right there, guys, but I know you guys aren't gonna be mad of more stories inside the story time. So that was like part 2 / a little bit of 3, but it doesn't really matter, guys. That was it. I saw Ye at the strip club and it blew my mind. Okay, guys, on to story number 3, and this is the final story, but this is my favorite, and it's actually the most recent. I live in LA. You guys know that. I travel everywhere. I see celebrity people all the time. Who cares? Like, they're doing their thing. That's awesome. Unless I'm a super fan, I'm not gonna like, yo, yeah. Like, I don't care that much. But you guys know me and my love for movies. And you know the love for movies as a child. So this one just made my day. And also scared me. My friend Trent, this guy, his sister may or may not live in a very nice part of LA. I'm not gonna even tell you where it's at. Super nice part of LA, and I'm going to pick him up. He was staying there. I was gonna go pick him up. We're gonna go do some stuff. So as I'm driving up these mountain things, I'm in the new car with Rose's car. I'm just driving the car like, wow, new car, this is so cool. I'm driving, guys, but I'm not doing anything, just minding my own business. I'm in some hills. I come up to this little section where you have to do this. 8 turns, 12 turns to get down. You guys know what the hills are like. So anyway, I'm driving and I come to a stop sign. I stop, obviously I look both ways. I look to the right and I see this older man with gray hair, and he's got this like flannel jacket thing on, not a puffy one, like a smaller one, like an old men jacket. And it is identical to my Grandpa Tom's jacket, the one I still own. I kept it when he died. That's the jacket he always wore when he smoked a cigarette outside, and I kept it. And this guy was wearing the same one, and he was raking right outside, and it just like took me back to being like 19, like watching my grandpa do stuff. Cause I lived with him, like we got close and stuff. My grandpa was awesome. I'm looking at him, I don't know, like no one's around. I'm just sitting there for like 10 seconds just looking at this guy. You know, it's one of those moments like, well, I listen to my grandpa a lot. My day's a little cooler. I saw my grandpa kinda. You know what I mean? He's raking in front of the most baller house. The driveways go forever and the house is in the back, one of those estates. And I'm like, yo, this guy's raking his own lawn, lives here, this is sick. And he's just raking like the driveway, and I'm staring. And I know he hears the car. I'm only 30 feet away from him. Not a lot of cars pass in this nice neighborhood, so I know he's on point. And I just got stuck looking at, like, thinking about my Grandpa Tom. And then this man did something that I'll never forget. I called my dad immediately, because that's how prolific this was in my life. Guys, I am a fanatic. You know I love Terminator. You know I love movies. I love Rambo. I love all that stuff. My dad and I grew up on it. I still got my Terminator gun from my first Halloween ever. I still got my Terminator toys, all of it. Pull up to the stop sign, I'm looking at this guy, reminiscing about my grandpa. So now you're in my shoes, right? Looking to the right, looking at this guy, he's about 30 feet away, back to me. I know he hears the car and he just does one of these. Stops, slightly turns his shoulder and does this. Look straight at me. And normally that wouldn't make me feel weird, but the person that it was scared me to death. The little boy in me just went, oh. Yo, it was the T-1000 from Terminator. All right, you've seen this boy? The man, the cop from Terminator has a nice house, first off. And if you're not familiar with Terminator that much, maybe you've seen the show Peacemaker with John Cena. His dad, like the scary guy, his dad, that scary old man, is the same guy from Terminator. Like I said, normally someone's staring at me, who cares? I live in LA. This guy stared into my soul. That's how he got that role as Terminator. I'm a fully grown man in my car. I can leave. He scared me. The way he looked at me is the way I felt watching him as a kid. Like, oh, like he stared at me like he was gonna start running after my car. Like, I was so afraid, bro. I don't know why, because I know he's an actor, but it scared me to death, dude. I drove off, I took a left, and I was going right. I went left, like, nah, I'm out. And as I look in my rear view, he's looking at me with his rake. I'm like, all my life I've had the fear of that man chasing me in the car. And I just looked back like, is he gonna start chasing me? I was so scared, but so juiced. I physically went, huh, and I went left. I shook and I went left. I guarantee you he does that to like 25 to 40-year-old dudes all the time. Like in that era, I was 4 when I watched that movie. Scared me to death. And then seeing him, like, I called my dad immediately. I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? And I just explained to everything. My dad's like, no, why? Like, he's juiced too, like my whole life. I know, you guys know I'm a movie fanatic, so the first thing I had to do was make sure he wasn't sprinting after me. I was hyped. I told this fool immediately. I picked him up blocks away like, yo, I know where the T1000 lives. I know a lot of you are like, Thomas, why are you so juiced? If you're not hyped from that moment, you should not be on this channel. T1000 looked at you like he did in the movie and you're not scared? You're not human. I was so hyped for the whole day, guys. Like I probably called like my mom and my sister. I was so juiced. Like, you know what just happened? T1000 let me live. Like, I gone. Thanks, Mercedes. Got out of there fast. Like, I don't know what to say, dude. I was just juiced and hyped and stoked. And that's it. That's the whole story, guys. That's it. Like I said, maybe one day when I know these celebrities a lot better, I'm like, hey, can I tell that story about that one time? Then I'll do that better. But for now, let me just stay a podcast host, all right? Not putting everybody's information out there. I just thought these stories were great. The David Arquette, you know what I mean? He was in a public place freestyle. Yeah, from Sandlot, he was in a strip club. So it's not like he was doing something private. He was out and about. This man was in his own house, but he's never gonna see this, so I'm okay to talk about it. But the third one, guys, was just for me. Inside, the little me just got like, ah! And then so excited. It truly made my day. I mean, that was 2 months ago. I'm still talking about it. I'm still hyped about it. Guys, this has been the Celebrity Encounters story time. I know it's taken a long time for me to do it, but there's a few stories. There's a lot more, but those ones make me laugh every single time. All right, guys, thank you for being here. Before you leave, please do me a favor, leave a like, subscribe, notification bell, and above all, leave a comment. What do you want to see? Whether it's a story time topic, a story time we've done, a vlog, an unboxing, just let me know. Thank you guys so much for being here. This has been another episode of Story Time on the Adventures of Yola channel. Thank you guys for supporting. I appreciate you. Until next time, I'm Dope as Yola. Have a dope day.